Hi, Matthias, how are you?
Hey Rachel, how are you?
I'm good. So you get to be the guy behind the chair in this one, and you're just like the techie guy the whole movie. And it's kind of cool to see, someone who is behind computers the whole time have such a fun kind of personality and arc. And so for you, what was the joy of getting to be a part of Heart of Stone and build that character?
Yeah, first, thank you for that question. First of all, when I read the script for the first time, it said the very good-looking, handsome, techie guy having a relationship with a computer. So, and I said, "Oh my God, I could be that I could play that part." No, I love Jack of Hearts. It's amazing because all these underdog characters, nerdy characters, especially really when I read the script for the first time and I saw, hey, this guy has really he has no, I think he has no family. It's just a computer. He is totally in love with that computer. He wants to protect it, live with it. It's I love these characters. So I talked to Tom Hopper, the director, and we had all these crazy ideas. So we started to build up the character that of his eyes and ears for Gal Gadot's character, Rachel Stone, and he's the operator. And you
Mhm.
need an operator. Yeah, you need an operator.
Yeah, but were you happy or glad looking at all of the stunts that were like as practical as could be in this movie? Were you happy or glad that that wasn't on your docket? You were the guy that they like cut to, and you're like, yeah, that was crazy. Here's what you have to do. Or did you want to kind of be in the stunts as well?
I mean, we shot in summer, and when I recognized it's 185 Fahrenheit outside, and I had a 180 degrees, whatever, and we had this cold place. It was just a dark, cold place where I could do all these choreographies. I was like pretty happy not to be like somewhere on a plane, jumping out of planes, or skiing somewhere down a mountain and get my ass freezed off. Am I allowed to say these words, by the way? And yes, no, I'm
That's
not.
fine by me. No, it's fine with me. Go ahead.
We can just like beep it. So it's get my boop freeze off. So yeah, no, I was pretty happy. We had great weeks into that dark, dark place.
Yeah, you guys are literally just kind of in a dark room majority of this movie, but you there is such a like a kind of unit within that dark room. How did you guys kind of like build out the relationship of a team who's clearly been working together for such a long time?
I mean, they're all professionals and they've been all like really happy to work together, and it was like pretty exciting. And the fun part was because it was so technical and sometimes so theoretical that you really enjoyed it, because somewhere in between, people when they didn't talk, I did some weird movements, and it was really funny. And most of the time, it was on us not to laugh out loud, because it was about what will the heart do again, and what stop it. I know it, and it was a dark room, so that was pretty funny. So I think we all enjoyed working together, and yeah, and Gal and most of the scenes I have with Gal and Sophie, and they're badass woman.
Yeah, they are. That was what's so cool about this movie is like so many of the like main characters are just like women kicking ass.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, this is kind of cool. But
This was pretty.
yeah, and with it though, it's like obviously action as a genre is a little bit more kind of like you can have different elements of an action movie in other kind of genres, but when it is something like this that is such a kind of just action movie, what is for in your opinion the best part of like getting to explore like this story within this genre, if that makes sense?
Yeah, because I have to say, Gal was so hardworking and fighting for the depths in the characters before we started shooting, and especially with this female power, the movie has so much heart and depth, and that's what I love. And it's not only just like pure crazy action; it's action with more meaning and more heart. And And I think that's that's great. And very
Yeah,
entertaining.
it is very entertaining. And most
Yeah.
of the guys are the sidekicks. It's like you're sort of the sidekick. Jamie Dornan is sort of like this a side character. Like it's like all the women and then the men are kind of off to the side, which is rare to see because normally it's the other way around.
And it's
It,
very smart because it's very good looking sidekicks, you know, in the film. It's
yeah,
Jamie.
they nailed those sidekicks.
Who would ever? I would never thought about, you know, years ago that the sidekicks in a movie would be Jamie Dornan and me, you know, because Jamie Dornan he's pretty hot.
He is. I saw Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
But with that like kind of dynamic, is it fun kind of getting to be the secondary character because it's like you don't have the pressure of like carrying it. You just get to kind of come and have fun.
Yeah, because you know you can do everything you want because you can go nuts all the time because you're not feeling the pressure all the time and but on the other hand you need these characters in a film to give the film even more color and more different or an audience can explore, and that's super interesting and super important, I think. But yeah, it was, you know, Jamie and me, we've gone crazy.
It's the beauty of being the secondary characters. You can just do
Yeah,
whatever you want. With a movie like this, though, it is kind of like
because the action stars, you always have to look really good, and I can do all these movements, and
you
you
can
don't have a
do this.
because yeah, uh,
And with a movie like this, though, obviously, like it's an action movie. We all kind of like it. I do like that Netflix has kind of made a niche for itself in bringing back these oddball action movies that, for the most part, now if it's not a franchise, we don't get to see. But what do you hope audiences take away when they get to see Heart of Stone?
yeah. First of all, that they can escape into a cool world and cool adrenaline loaded thrilling action scenes, but at the end really to think about, hey, you know, all these people at the end it's about human beings and heart and teaming up, building a family, because you can't survive without love and people. And that's great. Yeah, that's what people will, what is it called, explore in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't want to spoil the end, but
Like, no spoilers, but good.
yeah.
One last quick question. I know we talked about you being in a dark room most of the time, but did you get to go anywhere cool? Because this movie does go kind of go to cooler places. Did you get to go anywhere cool with the movie? And if so, where? Other than the dark room.
I mean, I spent lots of cool times in London, to be honest. Hopefully, I can travel to the premiere in LA. But if we have a premiere when there's no strike, we will all see us in LA. We will travel with the film. And hey, I met Jamie Dornan for the first time in London when we had to do a press clip together for the first time. We're in one movie we never met before, but I think we're like best friends now. Like that's a bromance.
Yeah, I need you guys to go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame together and just like take pictures with this on the stars. Just like pick a name, like
Oh
whoever it
my
is,
god!
and just pose
But
together.
and just wearing a speedo. That's just wearing a
Yeah,
speedo and just oiled up on the
yeah,
walk
just
of.
sitting on one of the stars, just like this.
Oh my god,
Now
I
I
love it.
need that. So when you guys go to LA, you have to do it and be like, this girl in an interview told me that we should do this.
I will.
But
Yeah, this would be awesome.
thank you so much for your time. And I can't wait for people to get to see the movie.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful
Awesome.
day.
Thank you, you too. Bye.